Good evening, students. Welcome to my channel again. Welcome to the Concept to Crack channel. My name is Shushmita Mondol and I'm a biology teacher. So again, today I'm just going to discuss a very little concept, a very small concept regarding the contraction cycle of muscles. So we all know that muscle helps in a contraction and relaxation rather than by doing this, muscle helps in the movement of the body parts, and also it is associated with the skeleton system. It is associated with the skeletal system and also helps in the movement of the bones of the skeleton as well. So now the contraction cycle of muscle. Contraction of muscle showing contraction of cycle of muscles, and it came in the year of CBSE 2015. Fine. So one question from this topic came in the year of CBSE 2015. Contraction of muscle showing four parts or phases of muscle twitch. Four phase. First phase is the latent phase. Second is the contraction period or the contraction phase. Relaxation period. Third phase and the fourth phase is the refractory period. So first phase is the latent period or the lag phase. Fine. So first thing is that the first cycle or the first period, okay, of the cycle is the latent period or the lag period, and is also known as the lag phase. In this phase or during this phase, the action potential propagates along the sarcolemma. So here the action potential that initiate the muscle contraction, and it is propagates along the length of the sarcolemma, along the length of the muscle cell. Second phase is the contraction period. That means here the muscle contracts. During this phase, calcium ion. So concentration of calcium ion is very important. Calcium ion is very important for muscle contraction. Okay, concentration of calcium ion is very important for the muscle contraction. So here, during this period, calcium ion in sarcolemma, calcium ion in sarcoplasm, not sarcolemma. During this phase, calcium ion in sarcoplasm binds to the troponin subunit on the actin filament. So here the calcium, when the concentration of the calcium ion just the reaches to a threshold level or reaches to a certain level, what happens in the inside the sarcoplasm, what happens, this calcium ion binds to the troponin subunit. This is the troponin subunit of the troponin subunit present on the actin filament, and by doing so remove the masking of active sites for the myosin. So now the active site, this active myosin binding site, get exposed to each other. So when the troponin just binds on the actin filament during this contraction period, it removes the active site for the binding with the myosin. So active site on the actin protein for binding with the myosin. So I do repeat again. So during this phase, calcium ion in sarcoplasm binds to the troponin on actin filament and remove the masking of active site. Okay, masking of the active sites for myosin. As a result, the cross bridge forms and sarcomere shorten. That means the contraction happens. Energy is supplied by hydrolysis of ATP. So ATP, when it's just hydrolyzed, it forms ADP and PI and also release some energy. Cross bridge formation happen. Cross bridge formation means actin myosin binding. Now, this energy, here the energy is supplied by the ATP, the hydrolysis of the ATP. So when during this contraction period, the calcium ion just bind on the troponin subunit on the actin filament and also remove the the active site for the myosin binding, and the cross bridge formation happens as a result, and sarcomere shorten, and the energy is getting from the hydrolysis of ATP. Second is the relaxation period. The myosin head detaches from the actin filament and break the cross bridge formation. So now contraction over. Now it's the time to relax. That means get back to the original state. Here ADP binds with PI and form a new ATP and allowing the muscle to relax. So when the ATP gets broken down with the help of this energy, the muscle contracts. But when again this ADP and PI, they bind together and form one new ATP, now this myosin gets detached from the actin and the cross bridge also gets broken down. Refractory period. It is a time during which a cell is incapable of repeating or passing action potential. So you can say it's a resting period for the preparation, to prepare for the next contraction or the next cycle. So you can say refractory period, it's like a resting period to get it ready for the next repetition as well. Here excited membrane prepared itself for the second stimulus once it returns to a resting state. So it's a preparatory phase also, refractory periods. Actin myosin cross bridge formation happens during the contraction. So, and the energy is released by the ATP hydrolysis. But when this ADP and PI again form this ATP, what happens? Now breaking of the cross bridge happens. So it's very important. So the ATP hydrolysis when the cross bridge form, and ADP and PI, they combine together to form a new ATP when the cross bridge breaks. So that is for today. It's a very short and crispy topic. I hope you all would understand. Have a great day. Bye-bye. We will meet soon.